How do you know if you have a good mindset? My name is Marcel Klein, and I'm going to show you today how to figure out whether or not your mindset is killing your success, killing your dreams, killing your relationships, or creating the life you've always wanted. And I'm going to give you 6 questions today that are going to help you diagnose your mindset. Starting with question number 1. Do you view yourself as someone important? Society likes to brainwash us into thinking that we're not important. It likes to brainwash us into thinking that we should be humble. The definition of humble is to keep yourself small. Some of the most impactful people in the world view themselves as extremely important. They think that they have to be part of this world. They think that their mission, their cause is important. Let's ask ourselves this question. How do I know if I value myself or find myself to be significant? Well, someone who values themselves usually knows that whatever it is they're doing, whatever it is they're set to think about, they're going to be the best at. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Messi, Ronaldo, people who are number one at what they do believe they're the best. If you don't believe you are the best, you don't see your value. And if you don't see your value, that is the number one fault you're gonna have in your mindset. So we have to change that. You must see how important you are, and you have to understand that your importance is gonna be the driver for the rest of the things in your mindset. The second question is, do you see yourself achieving big goals? Or when you see someone who's successful, do you say, why do they have what I don't have? Why are they so much wealthier than me? Why do they drive that car? Why do they live in this house? If you view it with jealousy or envy, that is already a trait that is going to poison your success. So when you look at big goals, if you believe you can do it, you'll be motivated, you'll be hungry. I have a friend from high school. I ran into him about 2 weeks ago. Since high school, he's been saying, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be so successful, I'm gonna show everyone, I'm gonna prove everyone wrong. I run into him, he's wearing a Subway shirt, and he works at Subway. He hasn't really done anything beyond what he said he's gonna do. He's just settled for a job, and that's his life. So when you look at someone who's saying, hey, I have big goals, do they mean it? If you mean it, that is a very healthy sign. Now, if your goals are small, like maybe get myself to a 400, 500K a year salary and retire as like a very high executive in my company, that's not big enough. The bigger you think, the stronger your mindset. The people with the best mindset in the world, especially when it comes to success, they think very, very big. An example of this would be, instead of going into something saying, I'm gonna just do okay, I'm gonna play on the bench, I just wanna make it to varsity in basketball, I just wanna make it to my college team. No, I wanna be in the NBA. I wanna be the #1 player who ever lived. That is the difference between thinking big and thinking small. Also, if you feel yourself getting demotivated when you think big, if you find yourself getting jealous when you look at people who are doing really well, you talk shit about them, you're hating, that's an indication that you don't believe in yourself, because that's why you're mad. You're mad at the world, you're mad at everything, which leads me to question number 3. Are you mostly a positive person? Successful people with a healthy mindset view the world in a positive light. They're focused on what they can do. They're focused on how they're gonna achieve it. They're focused on themselves winning, not how miserable they are or what's missing. I remember when I was younger, I was working in valet, and people would pull up in their Rolls Royce. We had Adam Sandler pull up, we had Ice Cube pull up, we had the Kardashians pull up. And I look at their cars and I would say, one day I'm gonna have these cars, I'm gonna live this lifestyle. And I'd have my coworkers say, fuck them. You know, who do they think they are? They're famous, they think they're better than us. They never said anything to make it seem like they think they're better than us. They never did anything. All they did is pull up in their car, which they earned from their hard work and success. And the difference in my mindset versus my manager at the time, who was my coworker, well, here we are 6 years later. He's still the manager at this valet company, and I built the company and the lifestyle of my dreams. They were making more money than me, but their mindset was ages behind because they are not positive, right? Now, what were they doing? They were smoking weed, they were drinking every day, they're escaping their own thoughts. You must address these thoughts. You must deal with these thoughts if you want to go to the next level. The next thing I want to talk to you about is that you're around good people. Like attracts like, and I'll tell you, successful people don't like to be around people who aren't successful. If someone comes around me and they're negative, they're unhappy, they're complaining, they're selfish, they're ungrateful, I don't want them around me, and I will not tolerate it. These are not good people to have around you. Successful people with a strong mindset. Don't look at things the same as others. Here's what I'd like you to analyze. 1, are these people making me feel good? 2, do they think big? Do they also have ambition? And 3, if I was way more successful in 10 years, are these the people that are gonna be on the same level as me, or am I gonna be fitting the bill? And if you're gonna be the one doing all that, then maybe these aren't the right people to have around you. And here's another thing. When you have a good mindset, you have strong boundaries. So if someone's betraying you, someone's not supporting you, hurting you, they will immediately remove them from their life. I see a lot of people tolerate some miserable human beings, some disrespectful people. I had someone around me the other day. He was one of my close friends, and he did some of the most disrespectful things to me for no reason at all. I've only helped this individual. I've only given them like charity, like a charity case. And guess what? I knew they weren't good enough. I knew they weren't someone who I should have as a friend. I knew they were selfish, and yet I was giving, I was generous, and it bit me in the ass. If someone, a friend, a partner, a business relationship, an employee, if they are being disrespectful, crossing boundaries, and you can't cut the cord, it means that you don't believe you could find better. It means you don't believe you could do better. Therefore, you don't have a strong mindset. You're in scarcity, and scarcity is poisonous. Now, question number 5. Are you consistent? You see, consistency equals outcome. The more consistent you are, the more likely you are to get to results. Most people are consistently inconsistent. Someone will say something to them today, they'll cross a boundary, and they'll put them in their place. Then someone crosses a boundary again, and they don't put them in their place again. Well, it's not just about your boundaries, it's also about what you hold yourself to, what standard. If I go to the gym today, am I gonna go to the gym tomorrow? It's not gonna happen from today to tomorrow, but the results happen over time. And if you have a poor mindset, you're looking for the short-term gratification. Inconsistency is just a representation of someone who is hiding who they really are. If you are true to yourself, you'll be consistent. If you deep down are a fat ass and you like to eat all day long, don't lie to yourself, go eat. Or change your mindset, but never pretend to be something you're not. If you are a horrible human being, show people, don't hide it, at least let them see who you are. But if you're a great person, show up. Don't try and be someone you're not. Don't try and pretend to be rich when you're not. Just be yourself, be honest. Look, I'm broke, I'm not rich, right? You say that, and then you show up, but I'm working hard, and people will see that, they'll see through it. When I didn't have any money, successful people loved me because they saw the hunger. They could predict where I was going based on how consistent and hardworking I was. Consistency is one of the most telling traits to a solid mindset. Now, the last thing I'd like to bring up is, do you view personal development positively? There's this propaganda that wants to keep people small. They want to make you feel insignificant. They want to tell you, no, your problems are real. Well, if your problems are real, why do people come to me and I snap my fucking fingers and 5 minutes later, something they've been traumatized for 10 years is gone? Why is it so effective? Why is someone who's never been confident their whole damn fucking life come to me and at a seminar, in 30 seconds, they're extremely confident permanently? Why is it someone comes to a seminar and after 10 minutes of learning a cool reframe, they go close a $25,000 deal paid in full the next day? I'll even post a screenshot here so you can read the text. All of these things are components of someone who has a good mindset. If you buy into this stupid, negative belief around personal development being bad, what you're really doing is you're just saying, hey, you know what? This is a good excuse to not want to grow. This is a good excuse to say, I don't really care about becoming better. I don't care about becoming more successful, and therefore you won't. Success is easy. Having a strong mindset, not giving a fuck what people think, is one of the most important things ever. These 6 questions are going to help you understand whether or not your mindset is good or it's bad. If it's bad, these are areas you can always work on. It's not like you're stuck there. It's not permanent. You're not a tree, right? Jim Rohn says you're not a tree. You can move. Your mindset is not permanent. It's not cemented. You can change it, you can work on it, you can develop it, and you can do it quickly. And if you do, the quicker you change your mindset, the quicker you see results. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. We're only going to bring out even more amazing content here. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment below what you'd like to hear me talk about,